All right, folks, here we are again. Okay, Tuesday's workout of the day. All right, 10 rounds, 30 double unders, 10 sumo deadlift high pull. Okay, we have 55 pounds, 40 pounds. Okay, and then one squat snatch. All right, with a 1 minute rest. Like I said, the watts for time. So let's say, for example, that first round, bam, I pile through it and it takes me 45. Let's say 1 minute. I rest 1 minute. And I don't start until my minute is up. Let's say it takes me 1:15. I would move on. I would rest for 1 minute, meaning I would start the next round at 2:15. Okay? So the idea here is I want you guys to sprint through every round. All right? Let's look at the double unders. A lot of times, all right, we look at the double under and we say, "Crap, I can't do these," or "How the heck am I going to do 30?" Okay? For your super efficient person who's good at double unders, 30 double unders is like a 15 to 20 second movement, okay? So for today's WOD, because I want you guys to sprint and it's not just double unders that we're doing, one thing to modify is do something, even 30 singles, whatever's going to move you fast. Even if you want to look at the clock and just for 30 seconds, do single unders if that's even the case, okay? Because last thing we want to do is have you sit there for 2-3 minutes trying to get 30 double unders, because then before you know it, we're not really getting that stimulus of the sprint workout, okay? Then we have the 2 sumo deadlift high pulls, going to tax the grip a little bit, and then try to get up on the one heavy snatch, okay? 135 for the guys, 95 for the girls, and then for my upscaled athletes, we have 165, 110, okay? We have a 30-minute time cap, okay? So let's think about it. Let's say, for example, every round took, we'll use me, as 2 minutes, okay? That's 2 times 20, or 2 times 10 is 20. All right, with my 1 minute rest would put me right at 30 minutes. So we need to have every round done at least under 1.5 minutes. This should be pretty fast, all right? We're going to go over some of the points of performance for all this stuff. Okay. So first thing, the double under, everybody's favorite. Okay? A lot of times I'll see when people are doing these, their hands go out really wide. Okay? As far as measurement goes, okay, what I like to do to measure my jump rope is I step on it with both feet because I jump over with both feet. For me, mine's at about, I don't know, let's say they'll call that about 3-4 inches below my sternum. If I'm a beginner, it's probably going to be up to about here, like the top of this shield, about right at my sternum. Both handles at the top of my sternum, okay? From there, I'll gradually shorten the rope as my technique gets better, okay? Matter of fact, mine used to be a little bit lower, but I've found that I was trying to keep them in too tight, which was taxing me a little bit too much. So I like to have just a good, natural grip. If I'm just standing here, my hands slightly want to go out to the front. So if I turn them out just a little bit, that's a good position for me. I'm not squeezing them down, I'm not bringing them out. Okay, because that jump rope's going to get shorter. Okay, now when you start jumping, get singles. We want to keep the legs going nice and straight. Okay, we don't want to be bending at the knees. Okay, we're just flicking the wrist from there, throwing a double under. Okay, you can progress from there. All right, once you get really good at them, you really don't have to jump much. You can just keep going. All right, and obviously try to hold on to your jump rope handle. Okay? Next, let's go over to the sumo deadlift high pull. Alright? What we want to do is when we're doing this, we want this wider stance, sumo stance. Okay? We want to get a good grip on it. We want that chest up, arms are straight, and we're accelerating with the hips. Okay? We don't want to come up, pull with no hip drive. Okay? When we come back down, we don't want to come down slow. We just want to get that position. Elbows are high outside and go right back down, okay? Big thing, really try to keep that thing close. Snap those hips really hard. Let your hips do all the work. All right? Next, your one squat snatch, all right? Should be pretty heavy. So, let's say, for example, your max is like 150. I would say maybe a heavy snatch might be 115 pounds. I don't know. You'll have to do the math, but how you find that out is practice a little bit before the WOD. Do some double unders, do some sumo deadlift high pulls, and snatch at like 5 pounds. And then just add a couple from there, see how it feels. Ideally, you should be really fatigued so that the time you get to it, let's say for me it's 165, it should feel a lot heavier than that, right? And not only that, because I'm taxing my grip by using my hips and then pulling with the kettlebell, when I get to that snatch, it's going to be a really test of who has good technique. Do you have a good hook grip on there? Are you actually jumping the bar through range of motion? Or are you just pulling it up over your head and overhead squatting? Okay? So from here, we're going to get a good setup. Snatching is really a class in itself. From here, I want this upright position, bringing my knees back, and then stand. Okay? All right. So real quick, I'm going to demonstrate one whole round for you how it should look like and kind of time it. All right? So 3, 2, 1.